broadcast.
Start
recording.
Okay.
Started going. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's date of Shanahanigans Live.
Yes, that would be the 20th.
Is it the 26th? I believe it's the 26th. And we have the Twitter open, as always, for the beginning of this lovely rainy day episode. One of many rainy day episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And Twitter. Yoink.
Yeah, I don't know what date it is.
It's not on your phone?
I see the time.
Why'd you buy the thing? It should tell you the time.
It's just for emails. It's for toy. It's a toy. It's for internet.
And as always, you can write into @KatieShy on Twitter. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna complain about the Cam Twist chat room. I'm actually gonna try to use it this time.
Okay, cool.
Maybe it's gonna work.
I think if you're nice to it, it won't.
If I can find the page that it's supposed to be on.
Yeah. Hey, you can see the Cintiq in the screen.
I might just copy and paste it. Yoink.
Yeah, that should work. Oh. Maybe.
And today's episode, let's see, what are we going to be doing while we're talking?
Well, I'm going to be sketching a commission. I was going to do an inking demo, but I haven't had any time just because I've been storyboarding all week, all day. I got a deadline next Friday, so I got to make sure I hit that. So this is my first drawing break from working all day, so we'll see how that goes.
I, on the other hand, my day today was a mission.
Yeah.
Today's day was running around looking for resources, looking for longer cables for this camera, because as you can see, now I can cut to it with less effort.
Last time we used to have it balanced on top of a whole bunch of boxes, so this is a little bit more stable here on top of this lamp, wrapped with an elastic cord. So we're not there yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. I was also looking for some toys for a video that I want to have ready in the next 3 days. I already did the voice recording. It should be online. Hopefully before Movember starts, if that's any indication of what it's about. It's actually going to be about what this year's Movember incentive will be. Last year, of course, I did the Shaggy Reads Twilight incentive, where for every $25 donation, a new chapter of Shaggy Reads Twilight gets made. Your name dedicated to it, so you know it's your fault. And those, I think we finished all those ones up, because then we did a similar thing for the Cystic Fibrosis Walk.
Yes.
I just finished recording Chapter 12. Chapter 13 is on its way.
I look forward to hearing it.
But this Movember, we're doing something a little different. A little similar, but a little different. So keep an eye out for that. And just go pop in the Twitter quickly to see if there's any comments going on. All right.
You're signing.
You guys are wearing matching colors. Wait, what? We are?
That's the, you're looking at the old show. If that's what you're
doing. Well, no, this one is you guys aren't wearing matching colors.
Oh, we aren't.
Let's see if I can bring that up in the other thing.
Yeah. Because everybody needs to read that one.
There you go. You guys aren't wearing matching colors this week.
Sorry.
I'm sorry we didn't coordinate this week's episode. But speaking of coordinating your little GUR logo there, I was just at Hot Topic, and that place is jam-packed with GUR stuff because there's now a Hot Topic at Eden Center.
We have one now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like the main window has like pictures of join the party, and there's like a club, supposedly. And the girl's wearing like a giant GUR. It's not even a hoodie. It's like a costume, but it's not for Halloween, I don't think. It's just like the kids are still in the GUR apparently, which is crazy.
I can see it.
Which is like no one. It's kind of fortunate because no one really talks about Zim anymore, but GUR is still in Hot Topic everywhere, and I'm like, that's interesting. It's interesting. Random. So I'm happy for that. There's also the Adventure Time shirts I saw, and then the Nyan Cat shirt which I saw and I tweeted about because I was just like,
wait, is the Nyan Cat the
one with the Pop-Tart that goes Nyan
forever?
Indeed.
And ever.
And I was curious because I'm like, I'm wondering if anyone actually owns said meme, so I tweeted about that. And apparently, hold on, I got the response here somewhere for who created said meme. Just give me a second because I have Katie's Twitter here, @KatieShy, if you have questions and stuff.
Just send them our way and we'll respond within the hour that we're broadcasting. And,
my iPhone 3G oldie.
Have you gotten the that I can talk to you yet, like Star Trek?
No.
Yeah.
Should it?
Yeah. You can command it to do things.
I don't want it to. I'd rather know I'm in control, because who knows if you're just shouting and yelling, come on, okay, well, I'll let that. Alright, here we go. So I wrote, I'm not sure who owns Nyan Cat, and I was told, very slowly, you gotta hit it a few times. Oh my gosh. I look like I don't know what I'm doing. Load! Okay. Now it's opening another message.
How are you guys doing? Let us know in the chat. KatieShy.
How are you with your technology?
Let us know where you're from, what time it is, what you want us to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to be doing a commission, and we're going to be talking about...
I swear I had it. Now, like, my tweets are disappearing. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It was right there. Someone told me, and then the person who made Nyan Cat responded to me. I swear it's true. It's just not showing up now. Oh my gosh, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so Hot Topic, very exciting. Go shopping. Or don't if you don't want to support them. I'm not saying like this ain't no ad or nothing. I'm just saying it's exciting. Because I also walked in a bunch of other stores. We got Chris the host saying, how was the cake?
We had cake? Oh, the cupcakes from last season. We didn't go.
It was last week.
Episode.
No, we didn't go.
We didn't end up going because it was raining and we got lazy and yeah.
Someone told me to burn down Hot Topic.
No.
Alright. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
You're getting a lot of trouble.
Yeah, arson isn't looked on nicely in Canada.
No,
or
anywhere.
Setting a flame, anything. I am angered with my thingy. Next thing we got from Innes. What are you saying? I'll show you what you're saying here. Nope, it jumped ahead, so I'm going to read Innes's quickly. Carve any pumpkins yet? Nope.
We have not. We will be soon, I think. Hopefully before Halloween. It sucks because Halloween's one of my favorite seasons. I love just the whole thing of it. It's just so spooky and fun. And I haven't done anything this month just because I've been storyboarding and having to be a boring grown-up. I don't know. Do you have any plans? Are you going anywhere? Have you found a party yet to go to?
No one said nothing yet.
It's
one of those years where everyone's like all grown up and mature, and they're like no time for parties and costumes because it's just what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dressing up and wandering around Toronto is not.
Yeah, because Creepy Porpoise says, "Hey, you guys do anything special for Halloween, dressing up and whatnot?" And I hope so. We got a few days to figure that out.
Something magical might happen within the next 3 days, and then we'll see.
I swear, this is baffling me now because I had the post right on my phone, and it's gone now. It's like they retracted their comments, and they're like, no, it's not true.
Nyan Cat is not that.
Let's see what's coming up on this tweet. Yeah, we got Chris the host saying, which isn't on this one, but I'll read it from there. Well, you inspired me to make cake. It was delicious.
Hooray!
So for the Halloween season, you guys into any horror movies? I just watched, I had a movie night, a horrible movie night, for House of the Dead, the Uwe Boll classic from...
I think it's Uwe.
Uwe? Well, I'm sure he won't mind. Uwe Boll.
Yes.
Yeah, it was something. If you haven't seen House of the Dead yet, it is literally based on a shooter arcade game with zombies in it.
I thought it sounded familiar.
Yeah, it's very familiar.
We have the little guns and...
Yeah, they have guns.
Is it like a pink one and a blue one?
Yeah, not in the movie though, but yeah.
Timeshare one.
No, that's Time Crisis.
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis.
Timeshares.
Timeshare.
You get
yes.
folders.
The video game.
And you have to sit down while I talk to you about a cottage.
See what Katie's up to here. Yeah, so we watched that. There's something very delightful about that film, and it's the transitions. You know how like sometimes in movies they have like circle wipes or, heaven forbid, star and heart wipes. Like it's a transition between scenes. Here it's not even a transition between scenes. It's a transition between cuts and edits. They cut to footage of the video game, of like a hallway with zombies being shot, and then it goes back to regular footage, and it's one of the most jarring, bizarre editing decisions. You have to see it to believe it, but even the better part, what's better than the fact that they use gameplay footage as transitions. House of the Dead is a 2-player game. They couldn't afford player 2 because on the side it still says insert coin during these transitions.
The whole budget was blown. They couldn't put it in.
Yeah, because apparently the whole budget was blown on arcing shots, as I was told, where the camera circles around people, not even doing anything. It's like you think I'm talking about bullet time, but it's not even that. It's more like.
Well, it's for like a reveal or someone.
No,
what?
No, they're just standing there. It's during a crazy shootout. There's bullets and zombies everywhere, and then all of a sudden it's going to cut to one of the characters holding a completely different gun because and it's like, like when you get trophies in video games, like Smash Bros. You get trophies, and even Batman and even Resident Evil you get trophies. It's like they're basically a frozen trophy. The camera circles around them posing, and then it cuts back to the action when they have the gun they're supposed to have, and it's one of the most confusing movies. Interesting editing choices, but. Thoroughly enjoyable. Yeah. Oh, we got a technical question.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna, criticize the show. Who's talking in the background?
Oh, our roommates downstairs. We don't have any doors here, so it's cool. No. It's all cool.
This is an open concept household.
And my boyfriend, so we're just hanging out. Everybody's having a good time.
There's no one hiding in our house.
Yeah, it's...
Of the dead.
I'm kind of in a lofty studio area, so it's all open up. Yeah, so that would be Sam and Jerry. Take
2. Let's see if I got my tweets back.
Oh yeah. Why? I don't care about Nyan Cat.
I do. I'm curious to know who made it because I like the folks to know. You know what? Next week's episode, we'll talk
be all
about
about Nyan Cat, and I will not be here.
Actually, what is next week? It's November. Movember next week.
That's right.
Alright, so I'm not going to tell you what's happening just yet for this year's Movember. You got to wait for the new video coming out. But go to just the Movember website. You might have to go to the Canadian one, so .ca, and look up Shaggy Shan. You can find me. You can find my Team Molten Lava. There's a picture of a mountain and a volcano in its shape of a mustache. I did a little Photoshop. Check that out. And keep an eye on us, because we're going to be doing some crazy stuff, and your donations will decide how things turn out. And it's for a good cause, men's health. We need some help.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on to support Movember right now. So there's going to be some exciting news coming soon. Next week, maybe I'll be able to talk about it.
More exciting news?
Oh, it's the project Jerry's working on.
Okay. There was actually a tease for that on Facebook already.
Oh.
I think I liked it. I pressed the like button.
My fiance is working on a ad for, or he's finished now. It was for Rickard's Reds.
I guess you're talking about it now.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but it's coming soon to Facebook. So yeah, keep an eye.
Chris, the host, says, invite them to say hi.
Oh, they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be very awkward because they just be like, oh, and lean in, hey, and then you feel awkward.
Yeah, and then everybody feels awkward.
Yeah.
We just can't. And it'll be really weird for an hour.
I know how to slice this awkward in half. Let's go to Katie's drawings.
Okay.
What we got going here?
Well, basically, I'm probably going to do another one because I don't love this pose. One of the commissions for the Indiegogo Silly Kingdom commission list was to draw either Ron or Hermione. So I was doing a Hermione with a whole bunch of books.
What?
From Hermione from Harry Potter, of course. I don't think I know any other fiction.
Any other Hermiones?
But yeah, I kind of hate her expression, so I'm going to start again. Basically, what I do for commissions is I'll do 3 or 4 sketches to send to the commissioners, just so they can choose which one they like best. And then from there I go to inks. So just getting a sketch done for... Are you still looking for Nyan Cat?
Yeah, no, I'm not looking for it. I'm just looking for who said it. Alright, so Courtney Lund actually told me. PR Guitar Man created the GIF. Not sure who added the music. And then PR Guitar Man got back to me and Courtney Lund and said who made the music, so I feel special. Yeah, those little things that count.
It wasn't Hans Zimmer?
No, it wasn't Hans Zimmer.
Oh.
Good guess. Very close.
Clint Mansell?
It sounds a lot like Gladiator when you listen to that.
I mean, I feel like it's the slow motion.
The scene where he's touching all the wheats, the Pop-Tarts, wheat.
The scene where he gets reincarnated into Pop-Tart land.
So, in my efforts to come up with a list of topics for this particular episode, I just went through my shelf to see what comics were on them. So I made a big list of comics yet to read kind of deal.
Nice.
Maybe any of these will spike interest in conversations. The first one, the Evangelion manga.
Oh, from way back, right?
I guess so, but they're still releasing them. And it's interesting because it's finally catching up to the end of Evangelion if you haven't seen it yet.
And those are drawn by the character designer, or? I
think so, and I argue that if you've seen the Evangelion series, or Evangelion, I don't even know what you guys call it no more.
I think it's Jellion now.
Sure, but I actually think the comic, even compared to the new movies coming out, the comic is far superior. It was written after. I believe it was made after, but it adds extra scenes that really add character to it. There's a bit
more humanity.
There's a little more backstory in Kaji, and there's a lot more with Akari happening later near the end. Instead of some scenes where there's Misato, it's Akari instead. And you're like, whoa! But I'll let you guys figure that out for yourself because it's just one of those things I've been sitting on my shelf for ever. We have a comment coming from Oddcast Show.
Hey, is that Tim or?
Maybe Shaz. Let's just bring this
Shaz
up.
Or Tim. Or both.
Nope, that's not it. Because another post. Just to give you guys a little quick backstory on Twitter. Twitter that shows up on our Twitter is delayed compared to the Twitter in the Cam Twist software. So I can't always show the most recent tweet because the most recent is in the software. But I'll read this first quickly from Oddcast Show. Hey, I finally caught your show. Still working at the studio. This is a nice break. Hooray. It is a nice break.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be you, Shaz, or I don't know,
or the entire
Ollie crew, or Tim, or I don't know who was the password for the Oddcast Show. But there was another tweet coming, so maybe if I refresh this quickly, and yeah, why not give it a quick plug? Oddcast Show, check them out. They have a weekly show about video games and stuff. It's reviews. They just did the Batman Arkham City. Very exciting. As we talked about last week, final game, final Joker performance of Mark Hamill, supposedly.
That was the last one.
Sad day, but you gotta hang up the mantle every now and then and let other people take a swing.
Okay.
So, good on him. He did a good job. I haven't played the game yet. Loved Arkham Asylum. We'll see how this one goes for me when I get a chance.
I don't get that jail. It's supposed to be like the jail in
It's
Gotham.
the biggest swinging door in the world.
Like, oh no, Batman!
It's actually not.
Everybody's out again.
Well, it's actually not a jail. It's supposedly it's an asylum, so a big security asylum compared to a jail, which actually just locks folks up. But the asylum is just like, yeah, I guess he's all right now. You're free, Joker. Or I don't know what he does. He gets out.
Yeah. Now don't you go doing bad things.
Riddler, you're not gonna riddle no more, are you? And he's like, no. He's like, is that a question? He's like, no. No. Is that a riddle of some sort? And he goes off in riddles because like Arkham has an open door policy where it's like if you want to leave,
watch out for those riddles.
You gotta leave.
Yeah. Deteriorating the morals of Gotham City.
And this says, which is easier for you, commission someone that is very specific or someone that's like draw whatever? Let's take a look-see at what she's drawing.
It's pretty noisy down there.
Shut up!
Stop it. What is easier? It depends, really. Like, sometimes when people say go nuts, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just going to doodle myself or something. But when it's specific, it's like, I like a little bit of leeway. You know, here's the character I want, do whatever you like. It's kind of fun. Like, it can be tricky sometimes. Maybe I should mention that we're podcasting.
We're podcasting?
I should mention we're doing a live show.
Maybe.
I will be right back. I just let them know.
So while Katie silences the crowd, we got this coming back from the Oddcast show. It's Tim and Adam and Raz. Let's see if we can post that up. Haha! What's up, Tim? Adam? Raz? Well, now they're in for it. Look what you've done. She'll be back. So once again, if you're just joining us now, this is Shanhanigans live every Wednesday. Questions or comments, write them at Katie Shy on the Twitter. The chat for Ustream sucks, as we've mentioned every single week. Updates. I don't have any updates. I just got a whole list of comics I was going to talk about, but without Katie here, it's kind of awkward. So if you guys want to like respond to me. So who read Clover? Hey, it's from Clamp. It's a bizarre classic. You left me alone. I'm treading water here. Oh dear. Coming in from Chris the host, play Jeopardy theme here. Yeah, that would usually be a good time for that.
Are you winding up here?
No. Hi. Welcome back.
Hi. Hey everybody.
Katie's back. Now the show can continue. What are you drawing, Katie?
Oh, I'm doing another Hermione. She's
How many Hermiones do you have to draw one Hermione?
See, that's one of those riddles, damn you.
Yes.
Thing is, it's when I'm inking, it's easy because I can just kind of go with it. I find when I'm drawing and talking, I'm not really
thinking.
Yeah. so it's sometimes things aren't coming out as dynamic as they should be.
Is it safe to say that doing a live show to draw? No, there's no pun, but is it a distraction and doesn't help the artistic process at all to do a live show?
No, you know what? It's a little bit distracting, but I mean, anyone who's like my teachers.
Worth their salt.
Well, my teachers would be talking to us and drawing.
They're going to say disappointed that I can't talk and draw at the same time.
I mean, it's something you just got to keep getting better at. And I find actually if you're drawing while people are watching, it makes you
nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. It just makes you kind of finagle less because there's people watching. You don't want to just noodle forever. You want to make decisions and go for it. I just find at this point I'm not really making. I mean, I'm inking. I'm pretty much putting all the detail into her costume, and I haven't even drawn her face yet. That's a big drawing.
So what expression did it? Well, who suggested this?
This is one of the commissions.
Did they give any particular are the commissions ever too specific? Like make Hermione angry, or just casting a spell?
Some are really specific with pose, with expression, with everything. This one was just any of the characters.
So you can give her like a smug face, just like.
I'm making her smug, but her character's not smug. That's what.
See, this is kind of like. Meh face.
You know what? We're just gonna doodle with this. She's.
Yeah, there you go.
What that expression
magic. Nacho Balls.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers that.
Gosh. Yeah, this is not working.
No?
But we're gonna finish it because
Oh,
you know.
she added knees. Check these out. Knee.
She give her big
Knee.
thighs. Because
Give her big, beefy Wonder Woman thighs.
We've all got 10,000. What is it? We've all got 10,000 bad drawings in us. You gotta just get them out of your system as quick as you can and move on.
While you're away, I brought up the other comic of many on my shelf, Clover from Clamp. And
I haven't read that.
And it says, I didn't like Clover, too confusing. It is a very conceptual comic.
I
it is
find
not.
A lot of their writing is very.
Here's the weirdest part of Clover is it starts off like, you know, like a story would start off in whatever timeline. And it's all like, oh, I lost my wife or girlfriend in the past. And then by book 3, they go to the past, but then they stay there forever. Like, it's like, is she going to get, like, shot in a second now or something? And then it just keeps going for, like, another few bunch of books. But if anything, of all the Clamp books, Clover is the most of I've seen, like, just kind of concept art. Not even concept art, but, like, you know how the first Hulk movie came out and all that screens were like, helicopter coming in?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to
It's all like
panels
this weird 24. That's Clover. It's basically a comic that.
It's Hulk?
Yes. It's God, what's the director's name? It's not China.
It's not Uwe Boll again.
No, it's not Uwe Boll. I forget his name. But it's that kind of thing. It feels very experimental, and it just kind of kept going. And the story, there are hints of their future stories. There's a bit of Chobits in there because it's all like, "What's it mean to be human? I love a robot, and I'm a Clover." And I'm like, okay.
Oh, she's a flower. Or
Sort
a
of.
robot?
No, she's in a cage and she talks telepathically.
You know what? Let's show this on the camera because I'm about to destroy it. So this is
So this is a rare copy of
You're never gonna see
Hermione with
this
crazy
again.
hair, flowing cape.
going, hey, and she's like got big old thighs and she's holding a book, and that is out of here. It's
And you'll
going
never
to
see it
recycle bin.
again.
Goodbye.
It's the cool thing about being an artist is you can make one, limited
I
edition
can
things
make
and destroy them.
Destroy worlds in a matter of moments.
We got this coming from I'm Daniel Williams. As a complete manga virgin, what would you suggest to try out? Oh dear, this is a kettle of fish you're cooking.
Oh,
Let me think.
Because the thing is there's so many genres.
Right.
It's like, what are you interested in? Because
Yeah,
there's
this is
a
restaurant
story for each
logic.
genre. Yeah.
So restaurant logic is like you show up to the restaurant and you got like pages of like soups and meats and fish and pork and chicken. You have to choose first, what do you want? Do you want the chicken? Do you want the seafood? That's when you jump into the menu. You don't even look at the menu until you know what you want yet. So manga's all like that. So do you want high school shenanigans? Do you want romantic interludes? Do you want sports? Do you want competition? Do you want one character who wants to be the very best and gradually becomes that? Do you want
Like no one ever was?
Yes, to catch them as my test to train them as my quest. Do you want
Major cause?
do you want a thriller? Do you want comedy? Like it's so insane
And
how crazy.
what age group do you want? Because
Yeah.
you can have it for little kids, you can have it for
You can have
middle school, you can have
children,
like adult.
mature story. Yeah, it's man, that is a
You know what?
wow. I don't
wish
even know
I
how
had
to
this
answer that
list.
question. We made a
Faith-
top 10 list of our
Faith-
top 10.
Faith
manga,
Erin
though.
Hicks, who is working on a story right now called Friends with Boys for second. If you go, I don't know exactly offhand what her blog is, but Google Faith Erin Hicks, and she does a lot of manga for starters, or like comics you should read, or just graphic novels to get started on. So she's already got a great list compiled with that.
I feel like our list is like filled with nostalgia, like how we started. So maybe it's
Yeah.
not like the cool thing now. But like we kicked off with Ranma 1/2 was one of the first major series we read,
Well,
and
that's
that
a
is
fun one.
great. It's what 38 books, and it is crazy. Like Rumiko Takahashi, she was king of the. She might still be. I'm not sure. I just haven't heard much from her lately. But Ranma was an amazing series at the time. It's a comedy, martial arts, but it's
I
kind of
do
like
feel like all our entertainment stuff is nostalgic because we don't read much now because
true. Well,
making stuff.
what am I reading these days? I'm reading Yotsuba.
I'm reading
If you
Yotsuba.
want ridiculously adorable, accurate childhood comedy,
Yeah,
get
if you're
Yotsuba.
looking for cute and funny, Yotsuba is really
That's
good.
good. If you want a great kind of character-driven thriller, 20th Century Boys,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
that's
reading
really
actually.
good.
Those are the only two series I'm following right now.
Yeah,
I
those are
hear
kinda two big ones.
Full Metal Alchemist is really good. the manga.
Yeah, I just never got into it. It's probably just. I feel like I don't have anything against Full Metal Alchemist, but I just feel like I've been there before. Because if you've been reading a lot or watching a lot of anime, there's a lot of similar kind of stories, and I break them down to like there's the A to B story where the characters start here on it, and they go on a journey, and they meet characters, and they fight all 7 of these guys, and they finally get to the conclusion. Blah blah blah. And a lot of the stories are about that. Then there's other stories that are just all based in one location, and they kind of go here, then come back, go here, come back. That's more like Cowboy Bebop. It was like they had a base, and they weren't like traveling on a journey and then meeting new characters. They were just kind of do a mission, come back, do a mission, come back. And sometimes that's refreshing, just to like, you know, bring it all home as opposed to be constantly on a journey like Pokemon and stuff is. So, all right, my major suggestion is go into a comic shop or your website, whatever you go to. Just look at things and judge a book by its cover for once in your life. Just grab something. It's kind of like, yeah, no, it's like just look at it and be like, this looks interesting. You kind of have to.
Okay, you know what? If you're gonna do that, maybe best bet is go to a library so you don't have to drop like $500 on comics
on a new book.
Yeah, and then this is what I do. I just grab a whole bunch of series, check them out. If you like it, you keep with it. If not, you gave it a try.
We got Creepy Porpoise.
Sup, Creepy
I'm assuming
Porpoise?
that's how it's pronounced because I keep looking at it weird. What kind of paper do you draw on? Let's
right
look
now,
at it.
I'm drawing on the back of scripts from my animation, the show I'm working on. So these are scripts that I've already boarded all these pages. Reason I do that is I don't want to get too precious with my sketches. I find if I have too nice paper with the sketching, I kind of seize up because I don't want to waste it. So I mean, I'll draw on usually lined paper when I'm doing sketches because it's already marked, so it's never going to be a pretty drawing. So I'm just gonna do what I have to on it.
Let's see.
It's kind of like the Moleskine notebooks, which everybody uses. I don't like using them because they're so nice and expensive. I'm not productive with them.
You want your like finals on them, not like your
so
rough
I end up
sketches.
getting just cheapy paper and sketchbooks to work with. When I do final inks and stuff, what I work on is I use this Bristol here. It's just Strathmore smooth Bristol. I use this stuff because I think it's recyclable, so I feel a little bit better about drawing all over it. This is pretty good, especially if you use the smooth side, and then I work with inks and paint, and that's how I do my finals. But right now, back of scripts, and just like a crappy Bic pen.
Essentially, whatever you can find, just draw on it.
Yeah,
like
you know, there's no excuse for supplies, because I mean, I just use the cheapest stuff I can
Empires
find.
were built on napkins.
Yeah.
You know, well, at least
Empires.
like, what show? Maybe it was NYPD Blue was, I forget. It was like some guy wrote on a napkin and gave it to the studio. They're like, ooh.
What were you eating?
We got coming in from Innes saying, Shaggy, nice pink pen, very manly.
Oh,
What pink pen? I don't see any pink pen. She must. It's crazy talk.
Oh yeah.
I only use manly pens.
Pink is a manly color.
Look at me. I'm checking things off with my pen.
Didn't pink used to be the color that they put? No, it was used to dress boy babies in pink so demons didn't steal them back in the day.
All right.
Because apparently demons only want little boys for, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. So
I'm safe.
Yeah, I don't even know.
We got coming in another tweet. Here we go, Blue Genius. What's up, Gene?
What's up, Gene?
Ranma 1/2. Let's see if I can bring
Gene,
this one up.
we have a question for you. I forgot to ask.
Oh, before we ask her a question?
And this might be creepy. We Googled your house when we were sending you Silly Kingdom, and we think you're in the picture for the Google
Double
map.
check that for
Is that
us.
you?
Are you in your Google?
We think we see you with your portfolio walking to your house. So
With some
double
art
check
in it.
that. Yeah, we wanted to know what is Gene. What is in that portfolio? What are you taking to your house?
But her question to us, though, is Ranma 1/2 is a great starter manga, has action, romance, and comedy, and it's episodic, so it's easy to pick up and put down.
Yeah, it's basically, I don't know if you were explaining this before I cut you off, but it's like different martial arts comedies, or not, it's just...
Well, it's
different challenges.
It's a high school, I guess it's kind of a high school comedy, like you'll see.
It's a romance comedy.
It's romantic comedy, slapstick,
arts.
it's really funny, but like every kind of tournament they get involved in, be it skating or food delivery or tea making, has a martial arts edge to it. It's almost like a parody of like the Shonen Jump kind of tournament storyline, how everything eventually becomes a tournament. I've talked about this a lot on podcasts and wrote articles. It's just basically about how, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! When you read the original manga, it started off as just a series of challenges kind of thing. It was all about like Egyptian-inspired kind of mind games and stuff. And his Yu-Gi-Oh! Or second personality was this guy who was like an Egyptian ghost or whatever, who's like, oh, it's time to do a challenge now. I put coins in a scorpion shoe or whatever. And only one of the issues was like, oh, card game challenge time. And then he went back to other things. But that card game thing picked up, and then the whole show became exclusively about card games. Similar things happen in, well, Dragon Ball. It's like never-ending tournaments and fights.
That's too bad, because personally I like the stuff before all the fights
Yeah.
and after all the fights.
Yu Yu Hakusho did that too, where it was like, oh, you're now a ghost and you're a ghost investigator. All right. Oh, hey, there's a ghost investigation tournament coming up. I'm like, of course there is. So Ranma 1/2 is kind of this preemptive of like the new stuff that's been out, but at the time they also had tournament stories, so it kind of just makes fun of that, and it's just really brilliant, really funny, really cute, and a guy turns into a little piggy in it too. It's adorable.
Yeah, Pichan.
Pichan.
Basically, everybody at some point fell into this cursed spring in China, so whenever they get splashed with cold water, they turn into something, and then when they get splashed with hot water, they turn back to themselves. The main dude turns into a girl, and so many hilarious
So many shenanigans.
Yes, another thing, if you're watching the anime, there is a lot of topless nudity in it, so watch out for that, because our mum always had excellent timing with walking into the room exactly as soon as there's a topless scene. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's that
topless
weird
scene
rule.
would be like, doors open, hey kids, what is this?
What are you watching?
We're like, it's innocent.
Brian Avenue is writing in.
up,
Oh, no, I did a
Brian?
transition.
What?
And
Brian? No.
Nope. I hate this. I want to show
Who is
his,
it?
but another one has shown up since then. But Brian says, dudes, Akira and Appleseed are the best, so is Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Akira and Appleseed are really good. Very cerebral.
I love
techno-punk
I love the
stories.
original Dragon Ball series, just kind of like the young Goku stuff, but I wasn't that interested in the more recent stuff.
I really like, just
Because
a lot
young,
of cute characters.
young stuff's so charming.
Yeah.
It's all
I mean, the fighting
adventures.
stuff's cool, but I'm a lover, not a fighter.
It was kind of, you had your two factions. It was like Dragon Ball or Sailor Moon, so I was pro Sailor Moon.
You were the Sailor Moon. I was all in the Sailor Moon.
I am Dan Williams writes, oh, Katie. You don't dress boys in pink to stop demons.
Oh, what was
it's
it?
to stop elves stealing them.
Elves!
Honestly, I'm embarrassed for you.
Elves.
Not even like the changeling, it's elves?
Elves.
Do elves drop off changelings after they...
Maybe it was changelings. Well, elf could be anything.
Well, 'cause the changeling's a little
if
bastard,
you're
they
talking
drop in
Elfland,
your-
it could be anything fairy.
So like they drop this like friggin' ogre instead, and you're like, huh, that's not my kid.
Yeah.
That's a bridge
But
troll.
you deal.
And he trolls you for the rest of your life.
Bigger than this room.
He just makes fun of everything you do. It's like,
Aw.
great breakfast, Mom. Not! Lol!
One exclamation mark,
Ruffle.
exclamation.
You're like, I hate my troll baby.
Freaking elves.
Stupid elf. Should have dressed him in pink.
Stupid elves.
Would have saved him from this. We got coming in from Esmeladunt. I'm going to pronounce this properly. Esmeladante. Please tell me that's right. Hi from Margarita Island, Venezuela. Can you draw a unicorn capybara? A unicorn capybara.
Wait, I know Capybara.
Capybara.
I'm gonna sneak over here with my iPhone so you guys don't know I'm Googling Capybara.
To see what it looks
Because I'm a
like.
big fantasy buff and I should know all this stuff.
Wait, fan of what now?
I'm so behind.
Is that something else been going on?
I think it's that Mexican goat thing.
Really?
No, it's Chupacabra.
No, that's a chupacabra. It's chupa thingy. Oh my gosh.
Wait, Cappy. Wait.
Blue Genius writes in, haha, yes, it's totally me. I was carrying my drawing board with a huge newsprint pad with my life drawings from my car. Knew it! We called it,
We were
Gene.
on. Yeah.
You find out everything on Google Maps.
Oh, Capybara!
It's a capybara.
The only reason I know this thing is because you see it in, you can show the audience this.
Oh, geez. We'll put
And,
on that camera.
in the Indiana,
Technically, we could
in
do
the
a
Indiana
page.
Jones and the Fate of Atlantis comic, you have to, startle one of these
what
things.
woman is it?
Wait,
Nope.
not the comic, the video game.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
There you go. Capybara.
He's
So like that with a horn.
Yeah. Okay, it's like a giant rodent.
Interesting.
For you, I will.
Okay, well,
Because
let's
I'm not
see what
getting
Kay's doing
commissions
then.
done properly.
Yeah, we'll just do random drawings because there's no way anything's
You
getting
know what?
done.
Maybe I'll work with a Sharpie so you can actually see this better.
Daniel Williams writes, Moms always walk in during the naughty scenes. I think it's the law.
Yep, it's one of those just like it's like there's a spider sense or something goes off. It's
Yeah,
like,
nudie sense.
it is a nudie sense. Shenanigans.
I was going to add the tingling after, but it just doesn't sound right when you say that.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Why did you make that awkward?
I don't know. It's there. It was the elephant in the room, or the capybara in the room. The capybara in the room.
capybara.
That's the name of this episode.
This episode is now unique.
The unicorn. I'm not going to write this properly in my manly black pen. No, I need the safety of the
Careful,
pink pen.
the elves will steal it.
I want the elves to steal my writing. Capybara. The unicorn capybara in the room. Excellent. Episode 5.
Ah, thanks. And wrap.
Done.
Thank you for tuning in.
Chris the host says, spoiler alert, what do you think of the duel between, you guys ready for this? Molly and Bellatrix.
Oh.
I didn't see that one yet.
I haven't seen the movie.
Like, I
but
read
read the
it.
book.
and she said, "Get away from her, you bitch!" And I'm like,
I love
"Yeah!"
it. And then she comes out in the giant exoskeleton.
Yeah, and she picked her up and then threw her into space. Remember?
Yeah. No, but then she hooks on with her tail and pulls her into space.
It comes back, and then her and Newt. Wait,
I like Newt.
This is the wrong movie.
Wait, Bishop's not in Harry Potter?
I was talking about Kira. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about Chupacabras.
Oh. Yeah, I remember the scene.
It was cool. I like it. They should say bitch more in Harry Potter.
They should. I think they should.
Harry, why are you bitching?
No, they should have said in the first book where the uncle opens up the cupboard and he's like, "Look, you little bitch."
Oh God.
And I'm like, "Oh, it's not nice."
It's the same comic. It's just full of swears.
It's the exact same.
Ever since, why is this X-rated? Everybody just got foul language.
So it's just the mature edition of Harry, because it grew up with the readers, but then when the older readers go back and read the first one, it's like, oh, it's immature again. It's all like, I put a stinking stunky thing in Ron's pantaloons.
Well, I always wondered if there was different language in the ones with the more serious covers.
Yeah,
there was the fun covers and there was the grown-up covers. Yeah, and they talk about portfolios and timeshares.
Blue Genius says, "Stalkers, no."
No. Maybe.
Maybe a little.
Look outside your window, Gene.
Esmilo Dante says, "Great! You rock, guys."
Thanks.
Let's see how well we rock with our Chupa thingy.
Oh God, looks like an evil rat creature. Guys, this is why you don't wear pink, because these things come and find you and switch places with you. I'm actually gonna put a little.
Is there an elf trying to steal it because it's not wearing pink?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna make the elf pink though.
Man, we're learning so much today.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like this is like a Hellboy comic or something.
I love fantasy stories.
That's actually one of my favorite parts of it. If you haven't read Hellboy yet and you're like, oh, it's a movie, it's like, dude, check out Hellboy.
Read Sandman? Because it's the same. A lot of fantasy.
Not a lot of it.
Stories.
No. All my friends have like the giant Sandman Ultimate Fantastic Unreadable in the toilet edition, but I don't.
Can't you just rest on your knees?
Can you get like one of those giant music book stand kind of things put in the bathroom? Just
people. You know what?
Orchestrate your.
You need more comfortable bathroom reading. Or like those Cintiq arms or something that just hang down from the ceiling.
You got like your touchpad in the bathroom. It's just like, and it's like it should be just voice activated. Open Sandman, right? Page 17.
And then Neil Gaiman's like.
Neil Gaiman reads it to you in the bathroom.
I can't even do a Neil Gaiman.
Speaking of which, nope, I can't. I want to show the most recent tweet, but now I can't. Anyway, we got from RCR Artwork, or RCR. "Hi, I'd like to know for digital inking, you use a common brush with pen pressures or a PS1? Or any other things?"
Digital inking?
Oh my god, a Unibara.
Can I read that?
Does everyone know about this thing that I don't know? Well, it's also on your Twitter if you open up.
Oh, yeah. But I'm looking up.
"Hi, I'd like to know for digital inking, you use a common brush with pen pressure or the PS Pen or any other thing." Well, there's this.
Well, I use my Cintiq pen.
If that's any, you switch over to camera 2.
Usually I just
Let's try that again. Whoop.
Like I'm gonna draw with my Cintiq pen on the paper, but it's like this. I put it on the paper.
No, we got another question, Sean.
No, I do use the
Cintiq,
back. And I use just usually the first solid. The first solid pen, the first solid paintbrush that you see. I also have a custom brush that it was given to me by the studio I work for, so it's. I mean, you can make your own brushes. I don't know exactly how to do it because I haven't done it yet, but basically it's shaped like a chisel, kind of like this shape, so it gives a bit of a calligraphy edge to digital inking. I don't tend to digitally ink too much though, because when I do it, I noodle way too much. Because you can zoom in so close on a Cintiq and every line has to be totally perfect, and I just take forever. And I do much prefer to ink traditionally on paper, but usually, I use this chiseled kind of design thing there. I'm gonna finish this weird elf. You can't really see him. I'm gonna do it.
No, you can.
Yeah, he's so big. You know what? I'm gonna put him in black. He's sneaky.
Let's switch over to this and switch over to that. We got questions coming in. What we got saying here? Is it supposed to snow there from in this, as in here there?
No, in this picture. I will make it snow in this picture just for you.
Coming in from mine. Dan Williams. "Favorite bathroom reading material? Mine has always been asterisks."
Ooh.
Foreign.
Mine changes all the time.
Space Magazine. Oh.
Right now it's Game of Thrones because that thing's giant. I can never get through it.
The only possible time to like allocate.
It's like, okay, I'm not doing anything else. Let's get through this.
Multitask for Game of Thrones.
Ostrix is a good selection though.
We got from Esmeralda, make my day really awesome. Capybara is the best.
Yep.
Is this a common thing? Have I just been missing out on the capybara?
You do not know the wonders.
I'm not on the capybara train.
He's picking him up by his back toes.
That's
Actually, he's
unfortunate.
got, the thing with elves too, they have arms coming out of the right side of their body.
Do they? Is that true?
Instead of both sides.
How come they never show that in Zelda?
Oh, that's because Zelda, he's like a half human.
The next Zelda should be Capybara Thief. The Legend of Zelda.
That's because Zelda's based off like Tolkien elves, which are really pretty and tall. Real
elves are
like,
jerks.
tiny, weird.
They're not too different from pixies or fairies. They're all the fair folk,
The fair
tiny folk, jerk folk, stealing your babies.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Taking your left shoe.
Stupid. Yeah. Not like the little cobblers who like make you a shoe. They take your shoe.
If Legolas had been like a real elf, that quest would have gone very well.
He takes Gimli's shoe.
We're not going anywhere.
The fellowship is on the edge of a knife. He's like, you're damn right. Yoink.
Keeps trying to steal the hobbits and replace them with trolls.
Topples them. It's like
with changelings.
Pippin wasn't wearing pink. Swaps them out.
Yeah, the hobbits should have been wearing more pink. Okay, this picture's done.
Oh, is it? Let's find it.
Yeah.
Ha!
And there's an elf stealing a unicorn capybara. Wait, maybe
Unicapybara?
Unicorn capybara. Unicorn capybara. And here's the little motion. See, if you want to show he's moving somewhere, you have to show direction lines. And like,
Chris, the host, says...
Wonderful.
Let's see if this makes any sense. Load. You are the capybara train.
No, you know what? These guys are riding the capybara train.
So, he's on the tracks, or what do you mean?
Wait, I'm drawing a train.
Oh, I have to hide this for that to work.
I was going to do the train from Buttons and Jim, but I didn't give it a face, so...
No.
Yeah! Okay, here's on the capybara.
Well, there's a commission.
Yeah, done.
So,
who wants it?
Who wants this one? We'll fold it up and... Wait, the script's on the back, so we can't give it to anyone.
Oh, yeah.
So, like many... It's like many drawings into the recycle bin. There you go. That's the fun of being an artist.
Alright.
Continuing my list of crap on my shelf. Elephant men.
Wait, men?
Men.
Man?
Men.
Men.
Like, multiple. A bunch of them.
Like
it's like these giant animal guys who wear suits.
But it's a comic?
Yes.
But it's not based on the story
No.
of the guy who... Is it manga?
No. It's comic from North America.
Yeah.
One of like the token female characters, she has like this future shirt which is like red and it kind of here, but it's open here, and it's like, ooh, can't wait till someone cosplays in that kind of affair. So
someone designs it, like,
yeah. That's what the artist did. He's like, oh yeah. We got in this writing in about this train thingy, and says it kind of looks like he's farting. Well, it's in the recycle bin now, so that will remain a mystery.
Elves are very inconsiderate when they're stealing your unicorn capybaras.
They're also jerks. They leave and...
So you should not be surprised.
We'll let you know they were there.
Alright, we're going to try sketching this again.
Okay, well that's enough about Elephant Man.
I think we've covered that forever.
Empowered is on my shelf. Adam Warren, one of the premier...
Follows me on Twitter.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. He's watching the show. What's up, Adam Warren? He's one of the premier North American manga artists who... From way back in the day, if you remember Ninja High School from Antarctic Press as well as Gold Diggers was kind of the two biggest North American kind of manga style. But Adam Warren was also there. And he did the Dirty Pair, which I believe was already a Japanese property, but somehow, I don't know if he just got the rights for it or something. It was based on a wrestling team?
Yeah, I think it was based off of like... Well, the original was based off.
Yeah.
Well, the design was based off of, I think, female wrestlers.
Yeah,
but
with the big
essentially,
hair.
there's two secret agent bombshells in scantily clad clothing who disaster follows them everywhere they go.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. And his comic, I remember it because I remember having the flu when I was like 11 or something, and then Dad brought me a whole bunch of comics, and one was Caravan Kid, a bunch of weird Sailor Moon cards, and then Dirty Pair, and I was just like, I love this because these girls are so cute, and they've got these giant manic smiles and these giant crazy eyes, and that was kind of, I think, the first time I even saw manga anime influence at all, and because Sailor Moon didn't come out for a couple of years after that, and I was like, this is intriguing, and Yeah, which is weird because it's like my introduction to anime was kind of through an American artist.
Interesting that. And that was Plague of Angels and Sim Hell were those first. Sim Hell's a really good book.
Yeah.
It came out like way before all this like Inception stuff going on, but it's kind of like this. Yeah, like it's not the first of its kind, of course, but it's like computer training simulation. But then what is real? And then there's like training within training. It's like
Yeah.
But
his writing's really smart.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with much of the recent stories, but like there have been like really nice figures. It's released by Dark Horse. So check out that. But Empowered is his interesting superhero series. Is that the term, cheesecakey?
It's very cheesecake, but it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
really funny. It's interesting because it's all like pencil done. It's all like pencil arts. Really cool. Check it out. It's funny. It's ridiculous. So don't get offended.
Mature rating. There's a lot of sexual stuff in it.
Yeah,
so for you young'uns, make sure you're.
You know what you're getting into, or you know who's in the room or walking into the room at the time.
Because I'm not gonna say don't read it, because I used to get into heavy metal when I was a kid, sneaking into the shelves I mean, just.
You know what's good for you, I suppose.
You know what's good for
you. Don't
you.
let the man tell you what you can't read. Maybe.
But don't blame us if you get caught.
Don't tell us. This show never existed.
Yeah.
Blue Genius writes in, current bathroom reading for me is the My Girlfriend's a Geek manga. It's about a normal guy dating a yaoi fangirl. Hilarious.
Oh.
Curious.
Is he also a pretty boy?
Is he a pretty boy? Does she like imagine him in scenarios? Because that would make it equally funny. I'll write that then and see if it's as silly as you say it is.
I'm sure.
My girlfriend is a geek. Is that what it's called? Or is it like another title?
Sounds cute.
Coming in from Esmeraldante. Really, you both are the best. Bravo. Absoluso. I admire your work. Seriously, excuse me for my bad English. Love you. Excuse me for my bad enunciation. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, so I'm more like Veneche. And
I always feel bad.
Claudia, what are you doing here?
Thank you so much. Firstly, secondly, I get a lot of great, a lot of really nice emails from readers, and a lot of them are from people from different places in the world where English isn't their first language.
At least you can,
and they'll always say, pardon my English, and I'm just like, man, like the fact that you can even write a letter to someone, and it's like we had to learn French, I guess,
and forget French quickly.
Being Canadian, and we just never grabbed it.
I couldn't do it.
I do regret it because I would love to know different languages. So I mean, if you know more than one, amazing. I really wish I'd studied more when I was a kid.
I only know some broken Japanese, so I can say Watashi wa Kanada-jin desu. Or if I'm asking her, ka. So there you go.
So desu.
Isn't that just like I see? Yes, it is. I did like a brief Japanese course just for the sake of trying to learn a language. I'm like, let's see what's like, because I've been watching. Like, I didn't continue it. It was
But then
fun.
you accidentally learned the girl language.
Oh no, and I write hiragana. No.
Kawaii.
And it says you guys should be some Silly Kingdom characters for Halloween.
That'd be cute.
I
will be Alan Grimrickshaw.
And then people will be like, are you supposed to be Gandalf? And we're like, no. Dumbledore.
Sure.
Dumbledore. And it's like, Merlin? Anyone?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Nah. You can't be your own characters, can you?
Sure you can.
Nah.
There are no rules.
Nah. Katie's drawing. What are you drawing this time?
This isn't turning out right. Anyway, I pretty much figured out what I'm doing for the Hermione one. She's gonna be sitting, she's gonna have a giant book, and she's gonna have a whole bunch of books around her. So maybe by next week this should be half inked or.
And is that your your Z and XY axis going on there? Your plane?
I just threw down a ground plane, but I don't love the. You know what? Actually, the perspective's not too shabby. It's not this one, but this one's okay. So I think from this, I'll pretty much scan it in, clean it up, and then we'll be good to do the whole thing. Yeah.
Also on my list of bookshelf reading, Shadow Lady. I finally finished the graphic novel collection, which was kind of hard to find, but it's only three graphic novels. Classic, funny. It's about a thief, and probably my favorite part of it is it's set in the kind of European. I always like that European, not necessarily steampunky, but like turn of the century innovation landscape with a bit of a fantasy element. Like they sometimes have that in Kingdom Hearts and stuff. So cobblestone streets. Got some steam, I guess.
That's steampunky, isn't it?
Yeah, but like not to the crazy degree where everyone has like gears on their coffee mugs and stuff.
I hear people have problems researching Victorian designs now because all you find is steampunk. It's like, no, it's fiction. It didn't exist.
Like well, I guess you
you're like, oh, this outfit's good. Why is there giant clockwork in the bustle?
Yeah, because you go.
What does that even do?
It's a floor. Why is there a crank on that? There's nothing to crank.
Why does she have a steam-powered corset?
I guess you can also read Emma if you want like more accurate in the European landscape with that.
Yeah, until the end when she makes her giant clockwork robot.
Her robot, she's like,
this will
Mr. Darcy!
This will clean all the mansions.
I don't know why I said Mr. Darcy, but
that's because he's the best.
I just dragged him out of fiction. We got coming in from Blue Genius. Originally, it's called Fujushi Kanuju. Let's see, Fujushi Kanujo. Fujushi literally means rotten woman.
Oh.
Kanujo means girlfriend.
So instead of my girlfriend is a nerd, it's rotten woman.
You think, yeah.
Why is he dating
horrible
her?
girlfriend?
He's so jerky about it.
Yeah, you think it'd be because, like, I guess the otaku would come in, but otaku doesn't necessarily mean nerd. It's reference obsession, which nerds can do, be obsessed over something, but it's like, it became the generalized term for that kind of being interested in video games and Jay's pop stars and figurines. What? Interesting, though. And she totally pictures her boyfriend and his friends in various scenarios and calls him Sebastian, as his butler name.
Because you have to wear cat ears.
That'd be interesting. Innes writes in, ever read Immortal Rain? It's funny, romantic, and violent.
He's putting it on the list right now.
Immortal Rain. It's actually called My Girlfriend is a Geek.
I think so.
Or is that like just someone made that? No, I haven't read it yet. Got lots to read. Lots! Like all the list on my shelf here. Coming in from John Pessina? Correct me if I'm wrong. Or J. Michael? Yes? After hearing you mention Craig Thompson's book Blankets in a podcast, have either of you picked up his new book, Habibi? Yes, Katie, Habibi did. Did. Craig Thompson's whopper of a bathroom reader. You gotta be like constipated to finish this bad boy. I want him to put that on the back of his next book.
Anyway, yeah.
A tasteful comment from the Shannon.
Yes, I was.
Sorry, I'm mature.
Should have mentioned this in
pink pen and all.
I was fortunate enough to read when I was at comic camp.
The manuscript.
When I was in comic camp last year, Craig was one of the teachers, and he had the manuscript.
I was in Monte Carlo.
That's another good story. When I was in Monte Carlo, sipping 10 euro Cosmopolitans. Anyway, so I'd already written it. I read it a year ago.
And told him to change things. So if it's a good book, it's all Katie's fault. No, that's a lie.
Yeah,
it's a good book.
I've been waiting for a year to get it, and yeah, I finally saw the
beautiful.
And everything.
Like it's a hefty.
It's beautiful.
Is this the only version of it, or is there like a paperback, like less?
No,
heavy?
I think they're all hardcover. Right?
That's incredible.
You know what? They're all hardcover now, at least.
Some people are kind of picky about that. They're like, oh, the hardcover, but like if this is only hardcover, there you go.
It's a beautiful book.
Signing in it too.
It's a bit of a hard read. There's some really sad kind of.
It's
stuff
heavy,
in it.
man. As heavy as the book.
Yeah, but it's got a very human element in it, and I think it's really wonderfully done. Like a lot of, I guess some people kind of. I liked it. I thought he did a beautiful job.
Just tied to that, J. Mike also says, how big is that thing? 600 pages?
I will read it for you.
The whole book?
Sit down, children.
Is the script in the back?
No, some translations.
Did he number his pages? Oh God, Craig. Did you number them?
About 700.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Around 700.
Yeah, it's
That's a read. Whopper of a reader.
It's definitely a masterpiece. By
this charming fellow.
Yay!
Greg Tom. Off screen.
Greg. All right.
Chris writes in, how do you make the lines darker and more solid then if you ink when you scan it on the computer? Pester.
For when I work that way, because I've got this crazy... Well, it's not that crazy. I've got this method of... Okay, I will explain the process of where I'm going from this point. So I'm sketching it in. This is pretty much... I'm going to scan it in as this thumbnail. And then mostly when I work digitally, I work in color. So I'm just going to... Wait, let me explain this better. Mostly, when I get pencils, I mostly do it digitally because it's faster for me that way. That way I make a lot of manipulations. I tweak things, fix things, get it really clean penciled and ready to go. Then I make it all red or orange. Then I print it out Actually, I've got the tutorial for how I do this on my blog, ktshy.com, under tutorials. So I make it red or orange, I print it out, and then I ink on top with the orange. And so when I scan that back in, like I just prefer the light orange pencils, that's the only reason. You could do blue, you could do any color, but when I scan it back in, I hide the red channel, and then I've got a really clean, ready to go thing to color and everything like that. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? Well, essentially, if you look at any of my inks, they're light orange pencil underneath and then red ink on, or black ink on top. So yes, this will be digitally fixed around. So it's just warm up here.
Is it?
A little bit.
We got Innes coming in with, hey, I can post this one. Shag, what is the girliest manga you've ever read?
Oh!
Ho, ho, ho. It's actually interesting when you think about this because there seems to be like a kind of genre that doesn't really exist here. This isn't the girl example, but it's just, I've done like a recent reread of certain comics like Penguin Jin, Midori Days, and what's the third one? Oh, it's Pretty Face. Yeah. And these are all kind of stories that are supposedly romantic comedies, but they're more geared towards the male audience because they're more driven by action and violence and lots of kind of, you know, cleavage shots and things like that. Even though it follows just a guy trying to get a girl in high school or a girl trying to get a guy in high school, and then there's just weird things that put them together.
Pretty Face, is it the one, the art's pretty cute. And
that's the one where the guy blew up or something like that, and then he had a picture of a girl he liked in his pocket, and so some scientist remade him to look like that picture because he thought that was his face.
I don't know, I've got a problem with that manga because I feel like it's like, okay, when all the girls are like super like sweet and nice and gentle, and like the character with the most, like the girl character who's got the most personality is actually a dude, that kind of bugs me, you know, a lot. Okay. Where it's like, oh, he's like, I kind of like this character who's a girl who's feisty and cool, but oh, she's not actually a girl, she's a dude. So that kind of bugs me a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm not being fair to the series, but from what I'd read up to a certain point, it was all the girls were very cookie cutter, sweet, cute, gentle, meh, and then
well, the interesting thing is all
like the wild one.
All three comics I mentioned, the basic premise of all of them is like something supernatural, bizarre happens to get these two people together who've never met, but one is always kind of like the other. In the case of Penguin Jin, he was going to go on a date with this girl who's like the cousin of his friend, but then he got in a motorcycle accident and was reincarnated as a penguin, and then he gets to her house and she kind of has him as a pet and he's trying to become human again, so they're together for a while. Midori Days is this shy girl, likes this guy so much she wishes to be a part of him, so she becomes his like right hand.
Yeah.
And so it's like she's like a little hand puppet, but and so the supernatural event has brought them together, and they're both tough guy characters. They're both like fighters and gang guys, and like this ultimately makes them better people. And then Pretty Face is the guy gets in an accident once again, and he's reconstructed as a girl, so he looks just like the girl he likes, and then she thinks that he's his long lost sister, and so they're together. And then it ultimately makes them better people. So it's like very similar themes, all three of them. But to go back to the original question, not the girliest manga I've ever read.
Yeah, what would be the?
I don't know. I guess
Emma.
Would you consider Emma girly? Couldn't it just be a good story?
You know what? That's I like that. That's a good point. Yeah.
Just because it's like it
doesn't have to be
like girly is when it's like I don't know. Like I don't want to like dig into
because Emma's a romance and like that. Goes
it's a mature, but not mature. Just like mature,
subtle.
It's like a nice tea. Well brewed. Girlies manga, maybe Cardcaptor Sakura, I guess, because that's very anything by Clamp technically. Even though Clamp can apply to a lot of people, like unless you want to go to like Hot Gimmick, right? Those stupid comics where it's like girls being catty to each other, and it's like ugh. Yes. Or Peach Girl with that bitch friend.
Hate Say.
She's the worst.
She's the worst.
Hate her.
She's all like, I'm a victim, and then she's like,
she's always like, I'm the victim of this circumstance, where she's causing everything, and you just want to go in there and punch her.
Yeah.
So if you call that girly, that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, because he's just like, I come in, he's just punching the comic, just like, oh, say. Wait, that sounds bad. He's catting it.
So maybe Cardcaptor Sakura, fine. Very girly, because it's all about costumes, and it's like honestly every single issue is a different costume, so it's like it's a big dress up.
They are a really great costume.
It's very adorable.
So pretty and fancy. How's our time?
Well, it's 8:46 now.
Okay.
So we should be wrapping up, I
I'm gonna have to
guess.
finish up some storyboards tonight.
Maybe is there anything else on this list worth talking about? I could save it for another day.
Okay.
Alright, well, we're just about wrapping things up. Let's see how this drawing is coming along.
Yeah, we're just throwing in some...
Yep.
This is pretty...
Nope.
No?
And yes.
All good. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm just throwing in some scrolls and things. She's just reading a book and surrounded by a pile of books. This will look a lot nicer next time.
I guess you're gonna, like, redraw the whole thing.
No,
Yes.
I'm gonna tighten it up.
Oh.
I'm just placing down where everything's gonna be. I'll tighten it up on the Cintiq and then do my little shebang to it. Throw in some quills and stuff.
Okay, well, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I think it's about time we can wrap these things up.
Yeah.
Any messages of any sort for any people?
Yeah,
No.
any last questions till next week?
No, I mean, like, for you
Oh,
to
me.
tell everyone.
Oh,
I'm not going to say it for, like, anything else.
No,
Well, that's your
well,
question.
firstly, I want to thank everybody for your awesome enthusiasm with the Silly Kingdom books. If you'd seen our tweets and stuff, we're totally out of first edition books and going to the printers again, so thank you. We are looking into starting the second chapter at some point very soon
Yes.
as well.
Sure.
Want to have that done for the winter. Yeah, we just gotta finish up the script for that and
Yeah.
design some characters. Comic wise, it's only about that project I'm working on.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Any
pretty much
events
doing
coming up? No.
Oh,
No events?
Halloween. Okay. Yeah.
Halloween's coming up, yeah.
Hopefully we do
Check that
something
out.
Interesting.
We'll be there. We'll be selling books.
We'll be so. Yeah. Conventions? No, I don't have any conventions lined up
No.
yet until after winter time.
All right, well,
Yeah,
otherwise,
go
then
down.
keep your eyes on sillykingdom-comic.blogspot. Am I
Yeah.
right this time for
Yeah,
once? Excellent. If you've got any questions or comments about Silly Kingdom the book, you can also go to the Gmail, sillykingdomcomic@gmail.com, or the blog. You can go to the site,
Yep.
and there's a button there for buying things. The books say out of order or out of stock or not in stock. But don't worry, there'll be more later, coming up in November.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can always get the online copy for $4 PDF. You can enjoy it on anything. I've heard people use the Kaboo.
Yep.
Kaboo.
Kaboo.
Kobu. Cob. You can read it on corn on the cob. Read this comic everywhere.
You read it on
On your iPad.
any delicious food.
And beyond that, if you want to watch more Shanahanigans Live, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, roughly around 7:30
Yep.
Canadian Eastern Time.
We'll be here working on stuff.
Got questions and comments, always on the Twitter. Oh my gosh, we got 2 last-minute tweets.
Oh man,
Let's see if we
you
can
guys
squeeze
are
these
down
in.
to the wire.
And it says, so where's those Silly Kingdom shirts?
Oh,
Shirts.
We gotta with shirts. Like, I don't want to design something I wouldn't wear, so I don't want to just stick like a page on a shirt. I gotta come up with something kind of nifty. So probably not till I get some time to design stuff. But thank you.
And
for
more
your
characters
inquiries.
showing up, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Chris the host saying here? Print ahead, padunk, dunka funk, patented. What?
What's he saying?
Print ahead, padunka dunka funk, patented.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yes.
And you can print ahead next time on Shanahanigans Live. Coming up this Wednesday. Thanks for checking out the show.
All right.
Back episodes are online as well, so you can click those. Though for some reason the quality sucks when you watch back episodes, so be sure to watch it
Oh, that's
live
what it
because the
is.
quality is a lot better.
Dang. Until we figure that out.
We're not going to figure that out because you have to pay for that.
Oh. Well, until we set up donations. Okay. Well, or until you see us live at a convention.
Till next
have
time.
yourselves an awesome
Enjoy your Halloween
Ciao.
and your costumes and safe candy.
Yeah,
Time.
make sure you check the candy and have fun, stay safe, and have an awesome week, guys.
Lates.
Cheers.